Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Muse 1221. Or good morning, good night, good evening, good day, whatever it is for you. This will be a general collective reading from the 9th to the 15th of April. This will be an extended reading, so if you are interested in a personal reading, please join me on Instagram at the Muse 1221 and DM for details. Let's see what we need to know. I feel like in the recent past, we're going to look into your recent past, present and near future. I feel like in the recent past, you've been on a mission towards something, but there were some blocks there, and the divine has stepped in and caused a pause at present time. I'm picking up big relationship vibes. If you've got some distance between you and your significant other at the moment, it's intentional. The divine stepped in and caused this separation for the minute. When I say separation, I'm also getting that it could just be you're not really communicating properly at the moment, and there's been a need to pause and reflect on the situation, because whatever's going on is supposed to be, leading you toward your destiny, but excuse me, my throat chakra is really just playing up right now. I feel like things weren't working. You're supposed to be heading towards your karma and your destiny, but I feel like maybe things were stagnant and weren't turning properly. So the divine's intervened and has caused a moment of reflection so that things can get back on track, is what I'm hearing. I feel like you're being asked to, draw on your strength and courage in the current energy. And we've now got the Justice and the Page of Swords. Yeah, in the current energy, I think, the divine's asking you to stay strong at this time, because you are going through an awakening, and I think you're accepting a situation for what it is. I think you've taken this time in the recent past to reflect on where things are going. I wouldn't be surprised when we clarify if there was a tower moment that occurred, and it's enabled you to sit back and assess the situation, and think about what it is where it is you want to be versus what's transpired so far, because I do feel like you're extremely ambitious and you've got goals, and you were heading toward your destiny, and your karmic payout, you're due for that. But I think I think in the near future, for whoever I'm reading this for, we've got the Lovers, the Creator, which is the No card. And this is the Wandering Star deck by Kat Pierce. And there's a yes and a no card in here. Sorry, can't see that. And that follows on from the Lovers. And then we've got the Six of Swords. I feel like you might make a decision in the near future to walk away from something. I feel like it's just been too hard for you. It's blocking your karmic payout. Things just haven't been working. You'd hoped for, that ultimate union and love, but I think you've come to the reality and acceptance that maybe that's just not going to be. And so you want to move away to calmer waters. Yeah. And there's that tower moment. I literally said, I can see a tower coming out here. That's my guides confirming what I'm saying for you. I feel like you were in a relationship or a connection. Something's not been working out. It's caused a destruction. It's caused a tower moment, which has crumbled, the situation. I don't quite feel like you've released it yet, but I feel like there is a need to release. And as I said, in the near future, I feel like you are going to be doing so. But that tower has ultimately put your movement for your Wheel of Fortune on pause at the moment. And the divine, in the past, they see that, you're, like, they want to deliver your happiness is what I'm getting, which is why they've caused this tower moment, so that you can start a new beginning. And if this is career related, whatever's happened in the recent past has happened for a reason. The divine, as I said, have intervened because maybe it was a job that, you were getting underpaid for working a lot of hours, or, maybe it was a relationship that you were putting all the effort into, that is just not working out for you anymore. In the current energy, to clarify, what else do we need to clarify? I feel like Spirit with the Six of Wands here, to clarify the Strength card, is that you're going to be okay. I think with that acceptance, that acceptance is actually bringing you peace, is what I'm hearing, because you've been fighting to hold on to something for a long time. I feel like you've been trying to stick to a traditional connection, in the sense that, you have been working towards it, but it's caused you too much conflict. And it continues to do so. I feel like you feel like you're competing for this person's love. I don't know if there's any third parties involved. We don't have any third party cards here. But I feel like this is more you've got to compete against for their time, is what I'm hearing. Maybe they've been working a lot and that's put your relationship on the back burner. If this is a work situation, maybe you've been putting in too much time at work and not getting enough time to enjoy the pleasures of life, and that's left you really conflicted as to whether or not there's any point staying in this particular job or not. Although I am picking up big relationship vibes here. Let's see what we need to know for the near future, please. Confirm the Lovers, Spirit. What do we need to know for the Lovers in the near future? I'm picking up more relationship vibes from this reading. We've got the Emperor to confirm the Lovers. Clarify the Creator card, please, Spirit. Clarify the Creator card, please, Spirit. What are we saying no about? What do we need to know what the no's about? Oh, I was just hearing... No, is that a crossroads? I was just hearing that no, you're not walking away from your Emperor. Or the Emperor's not walking away from you. Maybe and then we've got the High Priestess. And then bottom of the deck we've got the Nine of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Empress with the Chariot and the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to take all of those and I'll explain why. The Empress is the counterpart to the Emperor. And I feel like what I was saying before, this just basically confirms it. I feel like you've been heavily invested in this connection. Okay, now we're definitely talking about a love situation, all right? But there's been a need through this Tower moment in the past for you to put boundaries in place because you weren't getting equal effort to what you were giving out. The love is definitely there, but the reciprocated effort is not. And you've been trying to hold on to the situation, but because you're not getting that effort back, you're very conflicted by what's going on, because do you stay, do you go? We've got the Two of Swords here. This is your counterpart, because again, we've got the Emperor and the Empress. We didn't get a different king to a different queen, for example. So I do think this is it can be a solid partnership. It definitely has potential, but given what's transpired in the past, you're at a crossroads at the moment because you're unsure as to whether you're going to continue to tolerate this. And Spirit's clearly said, no, enough of the rubbish. If you're not going to, if the Emperor's not going to give you the effort that you deserve, then things need to change. You don't need to stick to tradition and just stay in a situation where you're unhappy. And so it has come to a head, and I do see you making choices and decisions in the future, and it could very well be walking away, but it could be also exploring a new side of each other. And the reason I pulled these cards out was because we did get the no card to walking away. Okay, so clearly the situation isn't working at present time. But in the future, there still seems to be a union there, even if you're in separation from this person. And although you're feeling like walking away because you want to move to calmer waters, I don't think your person's going to let you go so easily. And maybe that's also what you're conflicted about. So Spirit's asking you to use your intuition. Listen to your inner voice. Because the love is there with the Two of Cups. But there needs to be strong boundaries put in place and a solid discussion about the fact that you're not happy. I do think your person gets that. And I think if you're in separation, I think that's why they're staying quiet, because I feel like they want to come in and fix things. They want to have that victory with you. They want to offer you more stability and, commitment. But they're conflicted about how to do that at the moment. There's a bit of a standoff going on. These cats are both looking at each other directly in eye contact, but they've got their chest held up and their heads back a little. Like, I feel like there's a bit of a debate going on at the moment. Both of you are on the defensive and no one wants to give in. But I do see things eventually softening up because we've got the Chariot with those same two cats on it, but now they are the same colour. See, in this card, they're two slightly different colours. Now, in the Chariot card, it's the same cats, but they're the same colour. And so the reason I'm using that reference is because it's like they're on the same page now. They're both looking in the same direction. And the Chariot only moves in one direction. It only moves forward. So I feel like, you're going to be making progress with your journey, and it's going to lead to success and more harmony and balance in the connection. So that's why I kept those cards out, because it does look like things are going to come back together for you. There is a deep connection here, but you do look to be matched to each other, but it's, as a second scenario, if you do choose to walk away from this person, the other message I'm getting is that the reason you're at a crossroads is because you're not sure whether to start anew or, and let someone else in, or stay where you are. But I feel like having the Emperor and the Empress pop out together and the Lovers is, also indicating that, and this is for another group, it could also be indicating that when you release the relationship you're currently in, your true counterpart is actually going to come in. Then it's going to make way for that blissful, harmonious union of someone who will offer you the love and effort that you deserve. And you might be conflicted about being open to receive that because you're still in healing from walking away from, you know, this other situation. But that would be for a selected few. I think the main story I'm picking up for the collective I'm reading for is that, you know, this person that you've had these challenges with, that the tower moment's going to has occurred with, has been your counterpart. And I do think you'll be, you know, sorting things out through divine intervention as well. Anyway, let's see what Spirit wants us to know. What's the most important guidance for this connection at present time for the week ahead, Spirit? I've been picking up really strongly these couple of messages and put them together as they resonate with you. Things are never going to be the same again. The 11th of April, the final countdown, Venus, and the hawk as a symbolism. So Google the meanings to those if they make sense to you. And the final card guidance from Spirit that we have is love. So I'm guessing this is definitely a love-related reading. I was saying it could be, you know, look, apply it as it fits. If it applies to a work situation, but I am picking up more relationship vibes from this. This love card relates to the relationship you have with yourself, a lover, friend, or family. Love is the ultimate creative power. Embrace it and you will find that your relationship, including the one you have with yourself, will be enriched. Close your eyes and feel your spiritual connection to every living thing on the planet. Every person, animal, bird, fish, insect, butterfly, each blade of grass, tree and flower, all swaying to the eternal motion of creation, the eternal flow of love. Feel the life force at one with your own. Allow your mind to merge with the wind, the sun, the moon and the stars. Flow with the streams and rivers and merge with the ocean, clouds and rain. Hold the vision and feeling of all that exists within creation, remembering that the life force that flows through all these things is the same energy that flows through you. As you breathe, so too do nature and the universe. Feel yourself in unison with all creation and whisper, I am. Yeah, look, I think, you know, again, you need to, another message I'm getting through with that is that you need to trust your inner guidance system, because here it's got a light, or whatever you want to call it, a symbolism on her third eye, you know, and I feel, and butterflies are all about transformation. I feel like throughout this recent tower situation and the challenges you've been having in this relationship, you've actually done a lot of growth. You've learnt a lot from the situation, and, you know, I feel like Spirit's really guiding you to use your intuition more, trust your inner guidance system. If you feel like something's not right or not working, you know, take some time out to try and figure out why it's not working and is it the best situation for you. If it's a situation that keeps having constant challenges and it doesn't look like anything's changing, then maybe it is time for you to walk away and find something new. But if it's something that, you know, is because you're both getting triggered by wounds that you both need healing, if you're playing a part in that, it does take two to tango, you know, maybe there's a lesson in there for you on other things that you need to heal as well. So maybe take some time out, reflect on the situation before you take any action. But you're certainly being divinely guided in this connection. And again, just remember, I know I'm always saying it, but just remember, everything that is meant for us will be. If spirit is dissolving this situation and this person or yourself leave and don't come back, then it was divinely guided to be that way. If they do come back in, be open to listening and understanding and maybe looking at things from their perspective as well. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Talk to them about how you've been feeling lack in the situation and let them understand, and then let them show you if they're prepared to make the accommodations to, to cater for your desires and needs as well. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. I hope you have a great week ahead, and I'll be back soon with the next reading. If you are interested in a personal, please, as I said, join me on Instagram at themuse1221. I do post different content on there as well, so there's some daily check-ins on there too. But join me on there, and I'll be posting any promotions or upcoming events. But that's all I have for you today, so please stay safe and bye for now.